WNEM TV5 News starts right now with a first alert weather update.
Today into tomorrow morning, our first alert weather days, as we are going to be tracking multiple hazardous conditions that can be throwing off your normal and daily routines. We are going to be finding that we have some snow squalls that are going to reduce visibilities and bring some fast accumulations to mid-Michigan. Those conditions can also slow down our roadways, so plan on some trickier travel at times. We will also have cold air working its way in. It's already cold, but we will have wind chills that are going to be dropping below zero. Some of the coolest air of the season on the way. Our pinpoint Doppler showing that we have some of these snow squalls already setting up here. We have the one squall just kind of rolling in just past Mayville. Another one setting up here throughout Genesee County, coming in towards Fenton as we speak. So those are going to continue to move eastward. We'll be keeping an eye to the lake effect further west as more squalls are going to be setting up later today. Feels like temperatures, more cold air is on the way. We're seeing kind of further west some of those negatives showing up. Even in Saginaw, it feels like it's about 1 below. Same in West Branch and Mount Pleasant. Feels like it's 2 degrees in Cairo and Marlette, and it feels like it is 1 degree outside in Flint. So make sure that you're bundling up if you are headed out the door, because wind chills, they are not going to be warming up. We're actually going in the wrong direction, as it's going to be feeling like sub-zero outside for the rest of our morning and even for the afternoon. Air temperatures currently are sitting into the teens. We're not going to add any more heat to the forecast. So what we're working with is going to be a cold and winter forecast. If you are going to be headed out, bundle up if you're cleaning off the car. Your first alert traffic, sponsored by your Mid-Michigan Toyota dealers, shows our roadways that are showing quite a bit of yellow here. We're going to see with those snow squalls that a lot of us have seen well below posted speeds here throughout Genesee County. 23, 75, I-69, and even M21 all showing some yellow. So we are going to continue to see some slower speeds. Plan on some slick travel, reduced visibilities coming in towards the Great Lakes Bay region, throughout the Tri-Cities, coming into Tuscola County. Quite a bit of yellow showing up. That's continuing up a little bit closer towards Bad Axe. And if you're traveling north this morning, we are finding that 75 headed throughout Aranac, Ogama, and Roscommon counties, though, seems to be mainly green this morning.
All right, state and local crews working to treat roads to keep you safe. On a state level, if you want to keep track, you can go to MDOT's My Drive traffic map. This is a look right now at the plows in service across the region this morning because of the slick and snowy roads. Remember to allow those plows plenty of room to do their jobs, as is required under state law.
And as Diane mentioned, on this first alert weather day, communities across mid-Michigan are feeling that extreme cold this week, especially today. Health officials encourage residents to dress warmly, limit time outdoors, and seek shelter if needed. Also bring those pets inside. Warming resources will be available through Catholic Charities Center for Hope, My Brother's Keeper, Carriagetown Ministries, and the Shelter of Flint. Health leaders also say it's important to check on your neighbors and loved ones during the cold.
All right, in Saginaw, Rescue Ministries is providing shelter for up to 230 people per night. That's at the City Rescue Mission at East Genesee and Burt Street. The shelter also gives away coats and hats and gloves for anyone to take when they leave.
In Midland County, Midland's Open Door has 2 shelter locations right now, one on Buttle Street and the Women and Children Center on West Carpenter Street.
And Bay City's new drop-in center is open and available. It opened earlier this month. Good Samaritan Rescue Mission is all done with its interior work, inspections ready to go and open. It's a newly renovated 2,000 square foot space for homeless people to spend the night, get out of the elements and cold. The shelter is on 9th Street. It has 35 spots available from 6 at night until 8 each morning.
In more developing news now, a former Genesee Township police officer is set to appear in court this week on felony and misdemeanor charges. Kenneth Chase is charged with misconduct in office and unauthorized service of legal process. Now, according to investigative reports from Michigan State Police, a relative of his was found at fault and given a citation for a crash in Mount Morris Township last May. The Genesee County prosecutor says then Officer Chase disagreed and decided to do his own unauthorized investigation. Chase is accused of going to the other driver's home while on duty, requesting their key fob and preparing a fake subpoena, along with hiring a private crash scene expert to retrieve the data from that vehicle's recorder. Chase is due in court on Thursday.
Well, it is a big day as we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a national day of service where all Americans are called to volunteer to improve their communities. Here in mid-Michigan, the Dow Event Center in Saginaw is hosting the 30th annual MLK Jr. Unity Birthday Celebration. Participants will begin marching from Franklin Street at Hayden Street at 10 this morning. In just a few hours, they will march to the Dow Event Center, where a luncheon starts at 11. This year's theme is Mission Possible, protecting freedom, justice, and democracy in the spirit of nonviolence.
And the Castle Museum of Saginaw County History hosting its 3rd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Teach-In today. The free event invites the community out to learn more about Dr. King's legacy through hands-on activities and discussion with interactive stations designed for all ages. The Teach-In runs from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. There will also be a keynote address focused on building community through nonviolence.
In Flint, the United Way of Genesee County is honoring Dr. King with a community day of service. Today, 800 volunteers will gather at the Dordt Financial Center on Lapeer Road. They're going to be packing 200,000 meals for local food pantries to help struggling families in the area. This runs from 9 a.m., so in just a couple of hours it will start through 1 p.m.
The 4th annual State of Black Saginaw discussion will take place tonight at the Saginaw Community Action Center on Perkins Street. Starting at 6 p.m., the conversation plans to focus on Black health, politics, and unity, led by Dr. Dawn Hinton.
And it's not just today. Saginaw Valley State University will also honor Dr. King this week with an annual event at Curtis Hall on Bay Road. It's happening Thursday night at 7. 15 local high school seniors will be recognized for regional MLK scholarships for their work promoting racial harmony and social equity. As you could see there, TV5's Colette Boyd was an MC there as well. So love to see that.
Yes. You are watching our live stream, TV5 Morning Extra. Coming up, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes, and when we come back, there's a community gala in Flint tonight. We're going to preview what's happening at the Institute of Arts.
Remember, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook right now, or maybe catching clips on Instagram, like, follow, and comment on the stories that are important to you. Diane will have another look at your First Alert forecast. It is a First Alert weather day. Stay tuned for that coming up next.
We have the First Alert weather day for today and tomorrow, as we are going to be tracking those snow squalls coming through. We also have the cold air that's setting up, so we are going to be already seeing that the snow squalls that have moved in closer towards Genesee County, that map quickly turning yellow. So that means reduced visibilities and slick conditions are going to be possible if you're headed out the door. These are going to be the conditions that we are tracking, though, not just for the morning, but through much of the day today. So that's why we have the First Alert weather day, is you are going to have some of those impacts. But we do have the cold air that's going to take our wind chills below zero. We have more cold air coming in for tonight. When we look at our winter weather advisories, those are going to be for everybody in mid-Michigan, excluding though Iosco and Aranet counties. These will be active until 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. This is going to be because of the snow and those light accumulations, but also low visibilities. But also when you read the text, you'll see that it is first alerting us to the cold air coming in. So we kind of have both of those weather elements in these advisories. Our future feels like temperatures, these are going to drop. We're already starting to see some negatives on our sensors. We're going to continue now to track below zero temperatures, feels like temperatures throughout the rest of our Monday. Now the coldest air again arriving tonight. We will be seeing those around 10 to 15 degrees below zero. Those similar conditions are expected out the door tomorrow. So this is going to kind of be borderline for some of the schools and even that bus stop protocol. So make sure you're checking in with your local school district to see if they're on time or if they are going to have to maybe do some closures because of the cold cold air. We will see that temperatures do get close to about 1 to 2 degrees below the 0 mark into Tuesday afternoon and evening. Checking our pinpoint Doppler, we are seeing slower roadways here throughout Genesee County as we have those snow squalls rolling in. We are going to continue to track those into Lapeer County and coming here along 75. So if you are in Oakland County or going to be headed in that direction for the morning commute, maybe driving Flint to Detroit, you are going to be seeing that you have some slick roadways and reduced visibilities. We're going to continue to see that band push here through the thumb, and behind it, we're still going to have some snow squalls throughout the day. We have this one trying to set up north of I-69 around lunch. We will keep those even in for the evening commute. So if you're traveling at all today, check the First Alert Weather app radar, see where those squalls are before you hit the roads. We will see a quieter Tuesday forecast. We will have some cloud cover that still hangs around with the cold air, but going into Wednesday, we're not done with snow. We actually have a light round of snow that's going to be coming in, bringing some lighter accumulations and then more cold air behind it. Looking at just our snow totals here for today, we are going to be looking at about an inch and a half with that banding setting up here towards Flint along I-69. About an inch or less expected the further north you are. The First Alert 7-day forecast is going to have our temperatures into the teens here for the next couple of days. We have the First Alert weather days for today and tomorrow. Going into Wednesday with that lighter snow chance, we'll be keeping an eye on more accumulations coming in. We will see that the temperatures really start to drop as we go into Friday and Saturday, highs then into the single digits. But even Thursday night, we already start to see our numbers drop below 0 for overnight lows. And with that, we have high pressure coming in for the weekend. So that's why we have the cold air coming in. But also it is going to bring us a chance for at least seeing some sun. So that's going to be possible for Saturday and Sunday. I have a couple of flurries in because it is so cold, but I'm hoping to kind of keep it dry. But if you do have plans, you're definitely going to want to bundle up as wind chills are going to be a concern going into the weekend. Christine and Lauren, back to you.
Diane, thank you. And more local news now. The Flint Institute of Arts is hosting its 19th annual Community Gala tonight. The event celebrates African-American art from the Eric Key collection. Tickets are $75 in advance for members and $100 for non-members. Prices at the door, keep in mind, are $100 for members, $125 for non-members. That gala begins tonight at 6.
The Sloan Museum of Discovery on East Kearsley Street in Flint is taking visitors back in time and into the cold. A new exhibit debuting tomorrow, Ice Dinosaurs, The Lost World of the Alaskan Arctic, explores the dinosaurs that once lived above the Arctic Circle. That exhibit runs through May 3rd.
LiDAR cameras, GNSS, radar systems.
Across Michigan, autonomous or self-driving cars have taken center stage at Michigan State University Mobility, along with other fully electric and hybrid vehicles. Mobility Research Director Judd Herzer says students are getting hands-on experience with this technology every day, developing the unique skill that major auto companies are after.
While your traditional mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, computer science engineer are still very much in high demand, so too is this kind of new age engineer that has a little bit of everything.
If you would like to see their work in action, their team will be at this year's Detroit Auto Show. It runs until January 25th. Let's check in with Diane now for one last look at your 7-day forecast.
It's a busy forecast for the next week. We are going to be looking at First Alert weather days, though, to get us started Monday and Tuesday. We are keeping an eye to snow squalls already and more cold air. We are going to see the coldest air so far this season arriving tonight into tomorrow morning. So that's why we have the First Alert weather days. And we will see yet another round of snow coming in on Wednesday. Now, we still have cold air here setting up for the weekend. I am going to keep it mainly dry, a couple of flurries, but highs will be in the single digits. Overnight lows into the negatives. So it is going to be a pretty chilly and very much a winter forecast here for the next 7 days. Also wanting to note, though, this morning with the snow squalls coming through, I am seeing slower road. So I know here in the 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock hours that we are going to be seeing that morning commute picking up. So check radar on the First Alert weather app before you head out.
Big day to stay weather aware, check on neighbors, bring the pets inside.
Yes, do not forget our furry friends. It's kind of easy maybe to forget them, but do not bring them inside.
Yeah. For sure. Well, Diane, thank you for those updates, and thanks for watching our live stream, TV5 Morning Extra.
You can get more news at WNEM.com. We'll see you right back here at 9.
you.